All right, guys, happy Tuesday. This is Dr. Devin Shea, and we're here for Trending Tuesday. This week we went down to Coronado, California, right by the Hotel Del Coronado, and we rented what are called Surrey bicycles from Wheel Fun Rentals. You can find them at wheelfunrentals.com. We did a Groupon for $30 for 1 hour, and this was work. Way harder than I thought it was going to be. But we absolutely loved it. We're always looking for ways to be able to incorporate exercise with family fun. This is a great idea. Take a look in your city for a kayak, a canoe, something that's going to be active outdoors and family centered. All right, guys. So the second tip from this week's Trending Tuesday is all about coffee. I'm a huge coffee drinker, usually at least 1 cup in the morning, maybe another one in the afternoon, depending upon how the day is going. And I've been playing with this for about 2 years, and it's sort of a bulletproof style. And I would love for you guys to try this out and then let me know what your thoughts are and see if you like it. So a few ingredients that we have today. We've got a good quality coffee. We've got some collagen. This is from Vital Proteins. We've also got brain octane, which is just a form of MCT oil or medium chain triglyceride oil, sort of a purified version of that. This is also from Bulletproof. And then we've got some Kerrygold butter. You can also use things like ghee, which would be clarified butter. But what you're going to do is I'll show you exactly what I work on in the morning. So I've just got coffee here that I've already pre-made. I'm going to dump that in. And then from here, I'm going to work on getting a few of the other ingredients in. So here's the Vital Proteins collagen. And I'll usually do 2 scoops of that. The brain octane, you're going to want to do 1 tablespoon up to 2 tablespoons, but I definitely recommend that you start slow with the brain octane and the butter or ghee. Otherwise, you'll end up with very, very watery poop, and you're not going to want that. So just a little bit of this. And a little bit of the Kerrygold butter. You know, and you'll notice at this point, I really don't measure anything. I'm definitely not a chef, but it does the job. And the last little bit that I have here is some organic vanilla extract, which actually ends up being really, really good. I'm a huge fan of vanilla lattes. This sort of makes me feel like I'm having something like that first thing in the morning, so I'm all about it. And I use this very sparingly, otherwise it can get really, really strong. Another option, if you're not a vanilla person, would be to use some cinnamon. It kind of gives it that sort of holiday experience, holiday feel. And then what you would do is go ahead and blend this up, usually about 20 to 30 seconds, and then pour it in, and it's just like frothy, delicious. It's got a ton of healthy fat in it, which helps to increase how full you feel, so you won't feel like you're really hungry in the morning. I've also noticed a pretty big increase in my mental clarity and focus after drinking something like this. So guys, try this out. I'll blend this up and I'll show you what this looks like here, so you can get a sense. All right, so I just blended this up 20 to 30 seconds, and then I'm just going to pour this in. Just want to give you guys a sense of what this looks like. It's just nice and buttery. And usually I'll make about 8 to 12 ounces of this, and it seems to be plenty. So yeah, you can kind of take a look. Hopefully, I'll try to see if I can show this to you guys. It ends up being kind of this like frothy color, really, really nice consistency. And so yeah, give this a shot. I think you guys are going to really like this, and let me know what your thoughts are. We'll see you. Okay, guys, the third aspect of today's Trending Tuesday is a quote by a guy named Stephen Glenn. He's a PhD. This is a book that my wife and I have been reading. It's called Raising Self-Reliant Children in a Self-Indulgent World. And we've been getting a ton of really, really useful information, and definitely changed the relationship that we have with our kids. So if you're into that, take a look at this book, but there's a really great quote in there. It says, "We sometimes believe that what we see determines what we think, but the opposite is true. What we think determines what we see." So I'm just a huge believer these days that the more that you work on yourself, the more that you develop wisdom, the more opportunities you notice where maybe other people wouldn't see them as such. And so, gosh, man, it's so worth it to work on yourself, because you'll be able to identify opportunities and chances and options sort of out of thin air, if you will. And so I'm always looking to develop that. This is a great reference for that type of experience. So I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week on Trending Tuesday.